Well, hello, welcome back to Stuff We Can Do in Excel. I'm Richard, and what we're going to do is look at how we extract information from dates that we find in our Excel files. So here's just a small file. We've got the quarterly sales. Here's the end of each quarter, March 31st, June 30th, September 30th, and December 31st. And we have the serial number that represents each of those dates. Remember, the serial number simply represents the number of days since January 1st, 1900 in Excel, and every date in Excel is stored as a serial number. So how do we use these? Well, I'm going to insert some columns, and then we're going to look at how to extract some information so we can get more information about these dates. So I'm going to insert about 3 columns here. And the first column I'm going to call year. Second column I'm going to call month. And the third column I'll call days of the week. Now, a couple of things. First of all, I don't like the way those things are set because the width of the columns isn't right. Remember, we can simply click on this little gray triangle up here in the upper left. Click on that, it highlights everything, and when I click on any of my delineating bars between a column and double click it, it's going to automatically resize every single column that I have. The also thing is these words don't have the same heading as these words. Now, if I had inserted a column between these, for instance, between E and F, when I inserted that column, we would have seen that column would have been formatted the same way as the other columns. Remember, a column in Excel, when you insert a column in Excel, it's going to pick up the formatting of the cell immediately to its left. If you insert a column in the very far left, in the first column, it doesn't have anything, so it's just going to delete it back to general. So what I can do is just simply right-click on any of these already formatted cells. I'm going to click on date, and serial number, by the way, is not bolded. Date is. I want everything bolded. So I'm going to right-click on date. I'm going to pick this little paintbrush over here. It's up in this upper little box. I'm going to paint that format across the cells A1, B1, C1, and D1. And it's going to automatically change the format of those cells. So now all those cells have exactly the same format. So what do I want to do? I want to know what the year is, what the month is, and what the day of the week is for each of these 4 dates. So how do I do that? Well, there's a couple of ways to do it. The first way I might do it is I could go into this cell. Let's just copy all my dates. So I'm going to go equals. I'm going to copy that date and just copy it into that cell. And I'm going to copy it down. So it goes down 4, and we'll resize that cell. Now what I can do, I can go into any one of these cells. Actually, I can go into all 4 of them. And I can right-click. I'm going to go into Format Cells. And I'm going to go to Number down under Custom. Okay, so I'm going to pick Custom, and I'm going to pick, it's not in there, but I'm going to go up here and pick in my type. I'm going to put Y. And what it's going to do is it's going to extract just the year from those dates. And there it is. Now I've got just the year for each of those dates. And I'm going to center that, make it a little better. Now, what if I wanted to do the month, find out what month it is? Well, I can simply, another way I can do this is I can do equals. I can do text, and when I do text, I'm going to refer to the date. I could refer to the serial number, but I'm going to refer to the date, and I'm going to comma, and I'm going to put quote mark MMMM, end quote, close parenthesis, and it's going to give me the actual month. And I can just copy that down by double clicking on my handle, and now I've got those months right there, and I'm going to center those as well. Now, how do I get the days of the week? Well, we get it the same way. We can use either one of those choices. We say equals, text, paren. I'm going to choose the date, comma, quote, DDDD, quote, close paren, and enter. And it gives me the day of the week. And that's a really useful tool. It's something that we can use repeatedly if we want to find out information about when sales are made or about what particular days of the week things were happening on. So that's real quick how you extract information from the dates that are in your Excel files.